Hi, welcome to Golden Years. I'm Lori Betts. This month I have two special guests from Bluecoats of Medina County. And they're a little secret in the county, so come on back and I'm going to introduce you to two of them.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
You're watching The Bat.
Welcome back to Golden Years. I am interviewing two co-executive directors from the Bluecoats of Medina County. Welcome, Ron Stollar.
Thank you.
And Kathy Breitenbucher.
Thank you.
That's a long name.
It is. It's a lot.
So you're kind of like a little secret in Medina County.
It's
right?
true. Yes.
Unfortunately.
And you two are out there promoting and getting the word out. Because, well, first tell my viewers what Bluecoats is all about.
Bluecoats was founded about 25 years ago and supports first responders and their families. The original mission was in case of tragedy where someone's either disabled or killed on duty, then we pay the funeral expenses or whatever other immediate expenses are necessary. It has grown. We've been able to expand our mission to also support mental health while they're working because, as you can imagine, being a first responder is a very different job than most of us have. And so, you know, they're always on alert. They're always going into situations the rest of us would avoid. And it takes a toll physically and mentally. So we want to be able to help them all through their career.
And as a spouse, I mean, when she or he says goodbye to their spouse in the morning, you don't know if the world's going to fall apart on you and your family as they go to work.
Correct.
Exactly.
And sometimes it does.
Yeah, because tragedy happens. Mm-hmm. And that's great to know that the Bluecoats do step in. And like, do you adopt the family then? You
Ultimately,
get them
we'd love to get there. We're not there yet.
We would love it.
The Cleveland chapter, because there are Bluecoats all over. But we were
national.
Yeah, and they're individual entities, but they have the same mission across the country. So the Cuyahoga County group is really where we started, and they are able to adopt a family. They adopt the children and help them through college. They do everything they can do. We're not quite there yet financially, so we can't do that, but ultimately we would love to get there.
And in that situation, nothing comes from the government, correct?
Not through Medina County Bluecoats, no. There are resources available at the federal level through the Bureau of Justice Assistance.
Okay.
So the problem with that is, you know, you're going through a tragedy, right? I mean, and none of us know how to deal with that well, thank goodness. And as you know, they tend to be younger people. They definitely haven't experienced this, and their friends haven't. So the federal programs, as you can imagine, take a little while to get there. And some of the other nonprofits that kick in when there's a situation, it takes a while to get through the paperwork. For us, it's literally just a phone call from your chief telling us what's going on and that you need help, and then we're right there. So we can move very quickly.
And you know as well as I know, Ron, Medina County, what a giving
We're
county.
very fortunate.
Oh,
Yes, very
Yes.
fortunate. And also fortunate that, by and large, we have a lot of support for all of our first responders. I wish that was true everywhere else, but unfortunately, you know, sadly it isn't. But we're in a great place.
Oh, that's good. It's very good to know. So how do you get funding? I mean, people like your outside community just donate?
It's straight up memberships. So our memberships are $250 a piece. And people join, and they, you know, repay every year, and they support the organization. So we've invested that money wisely. They've been very responsible over the years.
So besides writing that check, or donating the money, what else does that member have to do? Nothing?
Nothing.
Right, yeah, nothing,
Wow.
yeah.
We send them
Yes.
information. We
Sure.
provide newsletters and, information. So the organization, as we were talking before the show, COVID really hit nonprofits hard, as with everybody else too, but, in a unique way. And so there was not much activity since 2019, and the board decided to relaunch. And so last June, they hired the two of us. So we haven't even been there a year yet.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We're coming up.
June.
So we were brought on to really relaunch and start over. So where people haven't heard of us, it's okay because we are in this relaunch phase. But the good news is we actually do have some funds. So we're not like a typical startup where we have to pinch every penny. We can actually spend a little money to get where we need to go.
And I remember back in the day, 25 years ago, when it did start in Medina.
Okay.
I mean, it was
Yeah.
like, because I knew it, I
Yeah.
lived in Cuyahoga for a long time, so I knew it happened over there. And then I often wondered, how come it's not coming to Medina? But then you have to get the people out there to get it going.
Well, Frank Sullivan of RPM really led the charge. And we're really grateful to him for seeing the vision and making that happen. And he got his friends together and said, we need to make this a go.
And they've
So.
been with RPM, others, but RPM has been such a great supporter
Absolutely.
since the start.
That's very
Great
good.
partner to have.
Yeah.
That's good, because you have to have those people behind you, for the support.
Absolutely.
And then when the good word travels, then it snowballs.
Yes.
That's our goal.
Yep.
There you
Right.
go.
We need those snowballs. Yes.
So do you have fundraisers periodically, or?
So it's not a fundraiser, it's an awareness event. We're very excited.
Okay.
May 14th from 4:30 to 6:30, we do have an event coming up. It is Adult Safety Town.
Adult Safety Town?
And so the idea is you're going to come and have fun. That is first responder adjacent. So we have drunk goggles, and you'll take a sobriety test.
Oh, wow.
And we will laugh at you if you're good at it or you're not. Okay. We have a fire extinguisher simulator coming from
Oh my
Wadsworth
goodness.
Fire Department, so you can actually put out a fire.
That's a good idea.
I've never used a fire
I never
extinguisher
did either.
Yeah.
So in a pinch, you need to know what you're doing. We're going to have the 911 call you can take, so you'll actually get to feel what that feels like. The health department's coming out to help us do some wound care, and I think it might even be like a competition. Could be.
Could be.
We have school bus safety that's going to be kind of musical chairs. So see if you actually know your school bus rules. You'll get your photo. You can have your mug shot taken. And then we have our partners coming as well. So the Children's Center of Medina County, the Medina County Police Activities League.
Correct.
Okay, McPal.
Yes.
The Juvenile Detention Center. And we'll be able to educate you about Bluecoats and what we do, and everybody can be talking about it in a fun way, because talking about what we do is kind of sad.
Is there any alcohol involved?
You get 2 free drink tickets with your
No way.
Yeah,
Oh,
with your
that's gotta be
registration.
fun then.
Right?
Where
I
is this
mean,
happening?
It's at the Blair Center in Westfield.
Oh, okay.
So the food's good. Okay.
Oh yeah, God, I haven't been there in years.
Oh
You should join us on May 14th.
You
Is Mark
totally
Farrell
should.
still there? Is he there? Mark Farrell?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think so.
Okay.
No, okay.
I don't know that name, which doesn't mean anything, but
Okay.
but yeah, it's going to be a hoot. We're going to laugh all night. We're going to have a photographer, so we'll have all your pictures and be able to laugh later. Yeah,
Boy, yeah, maybe that'll be an annual.
it may be.
Maybe. We wanted something interactive.
Yeah.
We didn't want something where people just come and everything's kind of static. And not that there's anything wrong with listening to some good speakers, but we just wanted something
Hands-on.
that, where
Yeah.
people could be more involved.
Yeah. And then people will get to know what you're all about. And then, you can have someone speak a little bit just to say this is what the Bluecoats
of
is all
course.
about, and blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
And this is what our responders go through, the items that they use,
Right.
putting out a fire.
So yeah, it's got a lot of, it's very applicable to what they do in a different way, right? Like, I mean, there's nothing on the line, so it's no problem. We're hoping to have some of the students, either from the Career Center or the Four Cities Compact programs, come out to help us manage those stations. So, you know, those kids will get those experiences too. So it's just going to be a good time. Everybody should come out.
Yeah, we just wanted it to be a fun
I'm
event.
going to put it on my calendar because it does sound like fun.
You do have to
Yes.
register. So
Okay, I'm
you got
online.
it.
I think I can handle that.
So you got to hit our website, and at the bottom it'll have the link, and you just go and register. It's super easy.
Oh, that's good. Good,
Yeah.
good. And well, what's the age range? No,
No, we
well, they're
didn't
not kid area, but it's like
No.
adults.
You
What
got to
is
be
an
21 or
adult?
up,
Okay, 21
right?
up.
Because we
That's what I
have
was
free
looking for.
cocktails.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, all right.
So
Now, are you doing any baskets or anything? Or
we do
that
have
they
a
could-
couple,
Yes.
but we're not making people donate because we feel like, you know, everybody gets hit up for everything. So these
True.
are going to be baskets that are high value and a lot of fun. So we have our intern selling tickets. You knew I was going to work her in because
Gotta break them in. You gotta break them in. Yes, yes. And the way I came across you guys, because you did the St. Ambrose had the
Mary mix-off, the mocktail event.
actually I think you met our
I
intern
meant-
Sandy
oh.
Frohmeyer
yes,
at the
yeah,
Northern
she was at the
yeah,
Northern
the
Medina,
Northern Medina County Chamber Alliance. They
for the
did their
nonprofits.
exactly.
Yeah, and I thought the Bluecoats. I said I don't really hear much about them.
Yeah.
So I thought you would be perfect to have on and let the community know, the county know that you're out there. And yes, you're looking for funding because you're helping someone who is, like you said, a tragedy, an unknown tragedy that just.
Well, thank you for thinking of us.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate that.
Oh,
And
no problem.
We
no
need to
problem.
take care of those who take care of us.
Bingo.
Our first responders.
Yes. Oh, yeah,
Well
definitely.
said.
Well said, well said. We say that with the Hands Foundation, that we take care of the elderly, the people that took care of us. It's our turn to give back to them.
Yeah.
But we're going to take a real quick break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about the mix-off
Okay.
mocktail event.
Yes.
I'm Chris Jakovic. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakovic, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. My service never stops.
Finding a reputable business shouldn't require luck or chance. But how can you tell who you can trust? Always look for the sign of a better business and find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Hi, welcome back to Golden Years. I am Lori Betts, and I'm interviewing Ron Stollar and Kathy Breitenbucher.
Very good.
And they are from Bluecoats of Medina County. And they're educating me, as well as my viewers, about what your organization does. What a wonderful organization for our first responders. So before we broke, we talked about a mocktail event. So you guys were like, you helped add it, or you sponsored it, or
We financially
partnered?
helped sponsor the event. We thought it was a natural tie-in, especially because we also are a part of Medina County Safe Communities Coalition. And it just seemed like it was a good idea for us to be involved in that. No alcohol in the drinks, everything, you know, the whole point of it really is to show people that you don't have to have alcohol to have an enjoyable time. And so when we heard about it, we wanted to sponsor that and be a part of it in that way.
And that's part of how we're marketing the organization, is to sponsor things that are important in the county. So the suicide prevention walk that went on, you know, we wanted to sponsor that. We have multiple pinwheel gardens around the county for the Children's Center. So as you drive around and see those, you'll see them all around the county. So we're really trying to get our name out by partnering with good people who are doing great things. Medina First is a really amazing organization. They're the fourth table at our event, we remembered in the break. And they provide peer support for first responders. So as you can imagine, you're working in a first responder job, and maybe you're a dispatcher and you took that really hard call, or you're the police officer that arrives first on scene and it's something awful, or whatever the situation. Sometimes you just need to talk to somebody who gets it. And it isn't the person you work next to. It's the person in another department in the county that can get what you're saying, but also, you don't have to worry about, hey, I got to go to work with that guy tomorrow. So they provide that peer support and that mental health, and they're all trained. They go through extensive training, and they've banded together, and they're also a very new organization. They just formed their own organization this year. So we're excited to partner with them anywhere we can.
It sounds like a very good partnership.
It is.
Well, as we've already kind of said, our first responders experience things that most people outside of public safety never experience, nor should they. And it over time it takes its toll, mentally, physically, emotionally, all of that. So yeah, we love being a part of that team.
Yeah, because like you said, if you're the 911 answering the call, how that person has to relay the message to somebody, and that has to take a toll on the person.
And for those communications officers that take those calls, for the most part, they don't get closure like those who are actually at a scene. They take the call ends at some point, and they may or may not hear about the final outcome, but they don't get to experience it the same way, or they don't experience it the same way that those who are on a scene do.
Because if you think about it, if you had to call 911, you'd tell them what was going on. They'd be in the moment with you, right? They're there in that crisis. And then somebody shows up to help and you go, thanks so much, bye. Right? And they're just done. Like it's every call's a cliffhanger, right?
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't call them back because you're on to the next call probably.
Right.
Yeah.
And they could be giving CPR instructions over the phone to the caller. And then when the services arrive, law enforcement, fire, emergency medical services, whoever it is, then that call ends because now someone else has picked up where that caller left off, or that call left off.
And that's why one of the things that was important to us is that we represent 5 branches of first responders. So police, obvious, fire, obvious, EMS, we all know that one. Dispatch, which is something people don't necessarily think about, and then corrections officers, because every day they go to work in a very challenging situation. And both in our jail, which we have in the county, and in our JDC, the Juvenile Detention Center, they're very challenging workplaces. And I'm going to talk about the JDC because I got to see it from the outside.
Go ahead. May I say one thing?
Of course.
Corrections is inherently a negative environment. People have some of their rights taken away. There are certain rules that they have to abide by while they are incarcerated. And for the most part, people don't like being locked up, Okay, who's really going to enjoy that? Although today wouldn't be the day for it, I could tell you stories when I was at our juvenile detention center where kids did not want to leave. They wanted to stay. They preferred to stay with us rather than go home. Corrections officers experience just a lot of negativity. But I'll let Kathy pick up where she left off.
But Kathy, hold that thought.
Yeah.
Ron, tell my viewers I failed to ask you, what is your background?
I was a police officer for 18 years with the city of Medina here in the county, and then I was in charge of the juvenile detention center for 18 years, and then retired a little over a year ago.
And you've seen it all. So
He
you
has.
have,
I don't know about all, but a lot.
well,
for
you've
sure.
seen the good, the bad, the ugly.
Yeah.
So, I
Yeah.
mean, that many years. All right, so I wanted to get that
Yeah.
out.
So the thing with doing corrections work in a juvenile center, you know, my understanding, Lord knows, I don't have the background, but it's babysitting, right? It's getting these kids through until they're ready to be released. When Ron took over the JDC, he changed that model. And I was privileged to go there and help a little tiny bit, you know, a couple hours in years, and meet these kids. And to let them just go through babysitting, we would have lost them all. And instead,
Oh, yeah.
in 18 years, and now Megan Milliken, as the head of the JDC, is doing the same, they save these children. Like, they become productive members of society, and they're happy to be there, and they get why they should. And they, to some degree, get the parenting that maybe they haven't had before, or they get new coping skills. And they get exposed to all kinds of things so they can see there are things out there that they can get interested in, get excited about.
Yeah.
And to watch him do that work for those years was phenomenal.
Oh, I'm sure.
And, you know, to now be able to support some of that work is incredible. So
And
I'll
just a-
brag on him all day.
Oh. She's too kind.
And just a quick comment, when I was in leadership of Medina, we toured the JDC. And that is, I mean, I'm not of that world.
Right.
And I thought, oh my God, these kids are kids. How are
Yeah.
they here? And
Yeah.
then your
Right,
comment
right.
that they don't want to go home. That's sad. But that's a whole nother show.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, you could have him and Megan on.
Yes. All right, go ahead. Where are we going with your point? Because I interrupted, I think.
Well, no, I was going to talk about Ron and the JDC and the wonderful work they do, because those corrections officers, you know, when you go into corrections, you're expecting one thing, and then if you get the job at the juvenile detention center, it kind of turns it on its head, because instead of a focus on following rules and making sure that these things happen, the focus is also on how do we help you when you get out of here, and how do we make the situation better. And that's pretty incredible.
The corrections, whether it's juveniles or adult, like next door at the county jail, it's kind of a hidden vocation. Everybody goes into the building, meaning the employees, do what they do with those who are incarcerated for 8, 10, 12 hours, whatever the shift is, and then they go home. So most of, well, their entire work lives in corrections are all inside of a building. Some of our other first responders are at least out in the community interacting with folks. So corrections and dispatchers both, I think, are two really forgotten important jobs that we have special people doing.
Yeah.
And Bluecoats supported our juvenile detention center when we had one of our corrections officers die in the line of duty in 2021, and Bluecoats stepped up and helped his family financially.
Yeah, that's awesome. Very, very
I mean,
good.
and you know, you said people don't want to be locked up. I mean, I keep trying to tell the sheriff it could be a fundraiser for certain, you know, specifically women that feel a little overwhelmed and a little tired of having to deal with as much as they do, to put them somewhere that somebody brought them food and they were in solitary and they couldn't be bothered.
Yeah.
I'm thinking there's a fundraiser there, but you never know. So,
Okay.
yeah, he won't take me up on it either. So,
Don't call me.
yeah.
So what do you want to leave my viewers?
At a minimum, follow us on Facebook, you know, like our posts, like, you know, be engaged with your first responder community, know that they're doing the best that they possibly can. If you know, would like to step up financially, we'd love to have members. You can join through our website that I know that's being put on the screen, so that's fantastic. It's just $250 a year. And we, you know, try and be very good stewards of your money and make sure that we're investing well and ready to go if anything were to happen. And know that the first responder community is aware. They know that we're here, they know what we're doing, and they do appreciate everything about it.
Well said.
That's it in a nutshell.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know that I could add anything to that.
And you have to remember about it's not the fundraiser, it's called,
Adult Safety Town.
Adult
Come out,
Safety
come
Town.
out and play with us.
Yes.
that's awesome, awesome. Well, thank you for joining me today.
Thanks
you.
for having us. We
Yeah.
really appreciate it.
And my viewers, look them up, Bluecoats of Medina County, and read up on them. It's a wonderful organization. So thank you for coming today.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
And good luck on the
Thanks. Yeah.
fundraiser.
Look for our pictures.